Hello! As one of my favorite parts about RuneScape is about listening to other people's experiences, here's my story for you to enjoy. I've always seen people talking on YouTube about how RuneScape shaped their adolescence, how they made long-lasting friendships online, sometimes even got to know them in real life, lived adventures online and had all-nighters with their friends. Needless to say, I've been curious to try it out myself when RuneScape 3 had its Steam release. What I recalled from those YouTube videos about RuneScape was its outdated graphics. But what did Nintendo teach me over and over again? Graphics are not that important if gameplay and/or the story are fun. Not knowing that an old-school version of RuneScape still exists, I started my adventure in RuneScape 3, the most updated version of the game. Later I learned that old-school RuneScape still is more popular than RuneScape 3, but here's my story how I got hooked on the latest, yet more unpopular version of the game. I played through the tutorial, and although the graphics looked updated in comparison to the videos I've seen on YouTube, I got a terrible headache by playing it. Something about the graphics messed with my brain. And also the layout of the user interface. What would I have done without RuneScape Wiki or the internet in general? Thanks YouTube for introducing me to RuneScape and teaching me how to message someone on my friends list, join a clan, or even how to select a quest correctly. I didn't really find a lot of social interactions in Birthrope when I started to play, so I was hungry for conversations with real people that everyone was so fond to remember. I played through the first few quests, did a lot of mining, and was having bronze armor when I decided that I am ready to leave the nowadays starter town Birthrope and go exploring. I was ready to fight everything and everyone in my way. Suddenly, I saw someone running towards me with a cool looking fashionable black coat and black hat. I thought that I would stand no chance, but somehow I managed to win the fight. My first fight with a real human being. Afterward, I collected my rewards, when suddenly the black-coated player attacked me again. Well, it seems like he wants his stuff back, I thought, and prepared for a hard fight. However, I killed him again in no time. I remember lying in my bed and telling my boyfriend the story of my first victory and how proud I am for winning as an unexperienced player. He asked me if it maybe was an NPC. I said no way. How do you know that for sure? Isn't it strange that you've just started and killed him with his cool looking gear? I thought about his doubts, but no. He clearly had a player name and maybe he was even less experienced in the game than I was. Now I know better. It was indeed an NPC. Back then, my self-confidence was elevated by winning that one fight. So I went straight into the wilderness, where a window popped up, which mildly informed me that all my victorious fights of the past were nothing but an illusion. I just was as low level that every NPC had the need to attack me. So I went straight into the wilderness to test my real battle strength. Surprisingly, I managed to kill quite a few people in the wilderness before I got killed, so I bragged about it again in front of my boyfriend. Looking back, I don't know how many people who wanted to peacefully kill in the wilderness I must have annoyed. I'm sorry. What I enjoyed most about the game was its history, economy, and individual stories by players. Fortunately, a lot of the skills are AFK, so I trained while watching YouTube videos. I've learned about the beginnings of RuneScape, its riots, the party heads, and. My favorite YouTuber who makes videos about RuneScape is Crump, so check him out. I've also enjoyed a documentary about RuneScape, which is linked below. After leveling for about 100 hours and learning about the game, it was time to seek its more social aspect. It was time to join a clan. Firstly, it was hard to figure out how to join one. On the so-called clan recruitment world, no one wanted to recruit me, so I had to turn to Google again and look up ways to get into a clan. Luckily, I found a few clans on the official RuneScape page. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure out how to message them. YouTube came to my rescue again by showing me how to join a clan chat as a guest. In the clan, I had my first longer interactions and ongoing conversations with other people, which was really nice. After a while, they asked me if I wanted to join the clan for real, so I said yes. Followed by the first time meeting someone from the clan chat online in-game. They gifted me a bond, which was really nice. But I wanted to save the bond for later and decided to give questing a go. As I read online that the Quest of Runescape should be one of the best of MMORPGs in general. Normally, I am an RPG player, but didn't like reading those small little letters in that very tiny little box. Gave me even more headaches. Luckily, my brain got used to the graphics over time. So after over 100 hours playing the game, I was finally able to start with questing. And it was alright. I enjoyed the humor of the game and still think that many storylines are unique. But I've experienced better RPGs during my lifetime, to be honest. However, the real magic about MMOs is not about the storyline, but the story you build yourself with your friends in-game. So I was very happy that I found my first friend outside my clan while mining near Varrock. How just a few word exchanges can lead to day-long exciting conversations is really fascinating. Also, random encounters while walking around a stone during Easter event can be fun. Something I've never thought about before. So now I've played around 240 hours, which is more than most games I've ever played, and I'm still a noob in the game. At the moment, I used my bond for DXP and I am skilling. For in the future, I want to try PVM eventually. Bye! As this is my second published video on YouTube ever, I would be really happy if you subscribe or leave a like. In the future, I plan to make more videos about RuneScape or other games in general. I like to make videos about science, but I haven't decided fully if it will be on another channel or also on this one. Plus, my first video was in German, but I decided to switch to English, so stay tuned for more English content. With this said, have a nice day and goodbye.